Hey guys, I'm Darzal, and I thought I'd make a... Ooh, my frames, because I just hit record. There we go. I thought I would just make a little video showing how I get these looks in the game. I've been getting these questions in private messages, and they just keep coming. So I thought maybe I would just make a video showing how I make my game look this damn good. Number one thing you'll need is NMC's texture pack. This is only the low. There's really no need for the high, especially with the additional features that I will show you later. But I mean, if you can handle the high, the super high, it's like 4K or something like that. If you can handle that, sorry, I hit the mic. If your computer can handle that, go ahead, download it, but it's not really necessary. These textures are really nice, even at the low end. At the low end, you're looking at like Skyrim level textures and all that. Skyrim HD textures, the official one. Anyways, also, weather and lighting. That sun is from Project Reality. I'm going to show you Project Reality. Project Reality, it's very nice. It adds like 400 different weather types and moods and such like that. I just put it to cloudy, and now we can watch the clouds come in, and that will cover up the sun. It will change the overall look of the world. Look at the it's starting. It looks great. And the sun, it gets a little brighter as it's fighting its way through the clouds, and I like that. That's rather nice. It also comes with rain, which I don't really like for New Vegas, but the rain, it looks pretty good for what it is. I mean, it's alright here, I suppose. And again, it changes the lighting and the feel. It feels kind of chilly and wet. As it should when it's rainy. And there you see the sun completely different yet again because it's fighting through the clouds, and it's continuing. It's still getting darker because the storm is settling in. Let's turn this back off. Another thing that I have, let's turn this off. Nope, sorry. I'm click happy. Let's turn that off and get the just get it back to something nice so I can show you guys. Something else that I do have installed, and I think this is what's confusing a lot of people, because I keep getting quite. Well, I have that to look forward to when I resume my playthrough. One thing everyone keeps asking is, what kind of ENB am I using? I am not using an ENB. It is a combination of these textures with the weather and a combination of 4 mods called Cinematheque, Imaginator, Dynavision, and Director's Chair. Cinematheque, it adds this really nice grain. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really nice. It just adds this little grain, and it's quite nice. But I'm going to put this there. It's a little key, and I can boop, pop it up like that. Now, what this is for, let's talk about the grain. Here we see subtle grain, and this is just a touch of static, maybe still not noticeable in the videos, but if I keep going, touch or grit, there you can see the difference. It kind of just puts these little dots as if I am watching this on in a cinema, and the weather, not the weather, but just the film is dirty, and I can keep going. I'm sorry, Dave, I can't do that. Old 8mm film, Daydream, Once Upon a Time. It's a very old movie. Look at that. It's quite nice. Barely Survived the War. Bard's Box. When did this one come in? Must be a new one. I don't remember that one. Hollywood Heroes. I like some subtle grain or just a touch of static. Touch of static is quite nice. Something else I like is the emitter, which is just a series of lighting presets. Don't really like these. Bloomer, whew, it will make you blind. But I like the ultra real world lighting. Now I have the actual Mercurius Mercurio's ultra real world lighting, and when you combine it, it's really bright and vibrant, and the darks are just nice and dark and scary. Soft focus. I have to. There we go. Soft focus. There you can see the textures. And if I go to soft focus, it just very subtly blurs everything that's very close to you. It is a big help if you're using low-res textures or the vanilla textures. I'm using NMCs, so even its low end, its lowest values, not that big of a deal. And then we have the depth of field, which is on, but I can change it. That's what is doing this depth of field. Now that's in focus, and now it's out of focus. There we go. Now one thing I like to do is I like to turn that off, but make it so the horizon way off into the distance, the LOD, is just a little blurred, because the LOD can be quite horrible in this game, in Fallout 3, even in Skyrim. It's really quite so I like to blur it, and it kind of it does make it look a lot better. But if you don't want that, if you want actual depth of field, you can do that as well. Let's put that back so that way it blurs the background. There we go. You can change that here as well. I like, if I'm gonna do this, I like a good medium. Too much blur, and I kind of miss out what's going on in the background, and that's not good when you're playing a survivalist type of person like I am. And also, you can adjust the speed. I like it to go as fast as possible, but even then, it's not as fast as I would like. So I'll turn that off, turn that down to low, and put this back on horizon. That is what I like. And another thing, way up here, we have the styles. And this is yet just another a combination of coloring and lighting. West Coast Apocalypse. Look at that. It's kind of like an old movie. It's quite cool. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Very colorful, this one, but still not for me. Cool gray. It's very, very black and white. Warm gray. Near total destruction. Ooh. Aeon blue apocalypse. Not for me, no. War never changes. I don't know why I would want this one. But my favorite right here. Nice overall enhancement. It's quite nice. And then down here in the Cinematheque styles is more additions to it. Trek Vaseline cam. Apparently this is a trick that filmmakers use. Cameramen, they smear the lens with Vaseline to get this kind of effect. It's very blurry and very saturated. John Wayne's slow shutter. Not for me. I actually don't like these, really. These are not for me. Just that. Just the nice overall enhancement with a touch of static and the ultra real world lighting. Now, that is pretty good, but I'm still not done, because I'm going to go to the director's chair, click on lights, and contrast. Contrast, it will make brights brighter, darks darker. Let's put that up to 10 and take a look at that. Oh yeah. Now the sky is a little white, but that is because the sun is setting, and you know what? It's so quick you're not even gonna notice it, really. Okay. Sorry. Let's go back. Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. And let's go back to director's chair, back into lights, saturation, and let's bring that up to 5. This will make colors pop a little bit more. Ooh. No. Colors pop a little too much in that. So let's go back in. Go back to lights. Let's bring it down 5 instead. That's 7. I don't know how to count. And, oh, that's a little better, ain't it? It's quite nice, actually. Yeah. And, mod configuration, director's chair, lights, and let's bring the brightness up to about 5 as well. You can also, pretty much make your own customization, instead of, like, nice overall enhancement. I could add to it with, my own color scheme. I don't need to do that because I really do like just that. If you go to camera, you can completely turn off the depth of field. The soft focus is off. It is off. Action, you can turn it off for combat mode. I want to be able to see everything clear as day. And yes, Cinematheque, you can turn off the grit, the static. If you don't like it, you can just turn it off. But I rather like it. I rather like it. It's a slight, very slight frame rate problem. 120 frames. Don't need that. I don't need that at all. Sheesh. Okay. Special effect. And I can add more things. I can have a super duper Cinematheque style. I can add static with some grit and worn films. Ooh. That is not a good combination. That is making mine very ugly. And you can't really tell it was on the Cinematheque. So I'm going to turn this off. And turn that off. Quite better. Now, there is a problem when using mods that will darken your nights and screw with the colors. I'll show you that now. Mostly it comes at night. Oh, that looks quite nice. The moon is fantastic, but this is the problem, really. It is the glow-in-the-dark water. Just cannot be fixed. If there is a mod that fixes it, I have yet to find it, but it exists in this, back in the Mojave, anywhere where there's water. Even in Fallout 3, it's like this. Skyrim also has this problem, but I believe they found a fix for it. So yes, so there is something else I have. This is the night brightness adjusted menu. I got this from the Nevada Skies mod. I actually went to Nevada Skies and downloaded just this add-on, and it works with everything. Even if you don't have a mod that adjusts the brightness of your weather or anything like that, you can use this and it will adjust. Oh, that's not right. Done. Sorry. So yeah, there we go. Now I have a slightly better looking nights. That's a little too bright now, but it's not so horrible that you can't really see. So yeah, that's how I make my Fallout New Vegas look as good as it does. I hope that answered a lot of questions. I hope it was helpful if you were looking for a way to increase the look of your game and you can't handle an ENB, which not many people can, so don't feel bad about that. But this is a great alternative. Only problem, again, is the water. And ENBs won't fix that anyways. And also ENBs you'll see through your gun. So yeah, not that big of a deal. So anyways, thank you for joining me. I've been Dorsal. You've been a fantastic audience, and I'll see you in the future. Ooh.